From early starts to late night stories to mud, miles and more, welcome to the Taffy Dakar 2026.
Mine is just going out, getting the waypoints and having fun in the process. There is only, well, I say there's no timing, there is one time to be aware of, and that's the 5:30 cut-off.
There's something about South Wales that gets under your skin. It's not just the riding, it's not just the bikes, the lanes, the mud, the views, or the moments where you're hanging on thinking, how the hell did I get myself into this? It's more than that. The Taffy Dakar has got this spirit to it. A proper spirit. A proper adventure. One you can't really explain until you've been there. Stood on the side of a Welsh trowel with rain on your visor, mud up your boots, and everywhere in between, mates laughing around you, and the mountains just sitting there in the background like they've seen it all before. South Wales has a way of humbling you. One minute you're riding through the open valleys with the world spread out in front of you, and the next you're tucked into a tight lane, stones bouncing, wheels slipping, trying to find your line, trying to stay calm, trying to trust yourself. And that's the bit that I love.
The spirit of the Taffy Dakar is being able to cope. You could do the event at your own pace, and actually you'll only see a few teams here and there. What's important is that you're not trying to keep up with someone else. It's just you and your brain against the map and the trail. What always strikes me as incredible about the Taffy Dakar is how many people have turned up. I thought it would be like a super niche event with only maybe like 60 people at it, but there's hundreds, and it famously sells out in a millisecond or something like that, and blows up the server in Jason Lewis's front room or something.
Well, my name's Steph Jevons. I am been riding motorbikes most of my life. In 2014, I set off around the world and became the first person to circumnavigate the globe and ride a motorbike on all 7 continents. So, of course, that includes Antarctica as well. I would say absolutely do it. Of course, I would. Their feedback was that there were some challenging trails, probably more challenging than they'd expected, nothing they couldn't handle. But when it did come to the novices on the trails as well, because there was a whole mixed bag of riders, there was people out there helping them. So it's not one of those events where you're going to be riding over each other. It's not a race in that sense. It's all about helping each other through, and that's what I got from it. It seems like everybody came back having had a brilliant day out. So and then the beer started in the evening and the music, and it was such a good atmosphere. It was really lovely.
Because the Taffy Dakar isn't really about being the fastest. It's not about having the best bike, the cleanest kit, or looking like you've got it all nailed and under control. It's about turning up. Turning up for the ride, turning up for all your mates. Turning up, probably more importantly, for yourself. For me, that's where the personal journey sits. You start the day thinking it's about the route. By the end, you realise it's about everything in between that and what happens between those checkpoints.
We're
The little moments, the laughs at the fuel stop.
On the Taffy Dakar Rally. If you haven't been to this place, please come and check it out. Look at the surroundings here. Awesome coffee.
Someone picking up your bike before you've even had time to swear properly. The nod from another rider that you've only just met. The quiet minute where you stop, look across the valley and think, yeah, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. So I wanted to say a proper thank you to the people that made it possible. So that's to Michelin and Boots Motorcycle Tyres. Thanks for supporting me, getting me sorted with those Michelin trackers. A huge thanks to A2 Yamaha. Thanks for getting the bike ready and making sure that I could turn up with confidence knowing that the machine underneath me is prepared for what's coming. Also, a huge thanks to Jake. Jake's part of our team and luckily was managed to be able to change the fault seals on my bike on the morning. So big shout out to Jake as well. Lastly, and not least, thanks to everyone that took part in this year's event. And a huge thank you to Jason, Nick and Griff and the team that made this possible. Thanks again.